So I don't do make YouTube videos very much, but my daughter wanted to know how to make an envelope for a handmade card. This card I purchased from Etsy and printed it out on manila envelope, manila folder. So you take your card and you position it diagonally on your cardstock envelope paper, such that this corner is about a ½ inch from the edge and this corner is about a ½ inch from the edge. And then you mark the corners of the card onto your card material, your envelope material. Now you can set your card aside. And these dots are our reference. You need to go make a cut from this edge leaning towards the dot at 45 degrees and another cut leaning from this edge down to 45 degrees down to this dot. So it looks like that. And do something similar to this edge down here. This edge down here is from this edge diagonal 45 degrees down to the dot, and from this edge tending towards diagonal to this dot. Now these dots that are hanging out in the middle, we can cut all this material out over here, from everything out farther than a ½ inch, and from here everything farther out from a ½ inch will be removed. And likewise, we're going to make a cut diagonally down from this straight edge down diagonally to the dot, and from this straight edge diagonally down to the dot. And likewise here, this is the new edge of the paper. It'll go diagonally down to the dot and diagonally 45 degrees down to this edge. So now each corner of the card has this funny shape by it, and I'm going to start cutting. Now on this edge I have to cut off about 1 inch on this edge. And on this side also about 1 inch is getting cut away. Now I'm going to do that cut that goes down to the place which is near the corner of the card. And a similar cut here. So now I can, this is going to be one of the flaps. This might be the last flap that gets sealed down as the card, or it might be the bottom part of the card. But this corner is much too long, so I'm going to cut some of this away in a nice pleasing edge. With a curve, just soften the edges. And a similar thing on the other side. This is either the bottom of the card or the last flap that gets sealed onto the card with a nice curve. Oh, I didn't cut this last corner edge, this corner piece. It goes down to a corner of the card. So now, this is my card. And from each corner of the card on the envelope piece, you're going to fold inwards. From this, the fold will go from this point to this point, and this point to this point, 4 folds. Start by folding inward. By the way, if you have cardstock with a printed pattern on one side, that should be the inside of the envelope. You need to be able to put the address on the outside. That'll be the top flap, and now I'm going to fold the bottom up.